Oh yeah, what's up everybody? Jermaine here, and today is going to be a great day. Listen to me. Listen carefully. I was in a conversation with somebody, and I'm telling you, it's time to set the facts straight. I am going to tell you straight up right now. If you hear my neighbor mowing, I don't care. Listen to me and listen to me carefully. There's a propagation of a lie, a bold-faced lie. And I don't care whether you're Republican, Democrat, I don't care if you're Libertarian. The facts are the facts. Now, I am about to show you something that is not being taught anywhere. And for some reason in the media and on social media, and I think this has been going on for years, but we have to set the record straight. Okay? At least in the facts, let me say this. You cannot have an honest conversation with somebody that is being intellectually dishonest. If somebody you're trying to have a conversation with is denying the facts of reality, you cannot have an honest conversation with them because they are not on the same premise as you. Listen up. I have been hearing for the longest time now that the KKK is a right-wing Republican sort of idea. And I do not know where that is coming from, except the people who are trying to control the information. Maybe they're trying to take the history books and rewrite it. We know some of that is happening. I also know that these statues are trying to be torn down by certain groups. And y'all, don't let anyone insult your intelligence. So class is in session. Sit down. Let's talk. Listen to me and listen to me carefully. Here are the facts. The Democrat Party is the party of slavery, period. You can look at any document, from the Library of Congress, any original stuff. Basic history will let you know when the Democrat Party was formed. It's formed on slavery. Period. Period. Why they go to war? Oh, they went to war because... Don't let anybody insult your intelligence. Antifa, Democrat. Ask me how I know. It's simple. You tell me one Antifa member that is voting Republican in the presidential election. One. Can't find it. Why? It doesn't exist. They are a Democrat organization. Black Lives Matter. Name me one of them who's an official member of Black Lives Matter that is voting for President Trump. Not a single one. Well, do I care, by the way? Do I care? No, I don't care about the right or the left or the Republican or the Democrat. I don't care about any of that. None of that matters. But I do care about the truth. I do care about the facts of reality. And I do care about people literally trying to bait and switch, turning lies into truth, and then ostracizing and calling other people names who don't agree with their assessment of what they perceive as to be reality. I'm sorry. The fact is the fact. The Democrat Party, founded on slavery. Antifa, Democrat organization. Name one who's voting Republican. Black Lives Matter, Democrat. Name one that is voting Republican. And the big one, the KKK. Can you tell me who did the bait and switch to where the KKK is now Republican right-wing something? Basic, fundamental history. I don't care what kind of degrees the person has behind their name. This history is readily available for anyone searching. The Ku Klux Klan is an official organization, and it is a Democrat organization. In that, they started their white supremacy and all of this based on the fact that they did not want to give up slaves. They thought blacks were less than, and still do today, think blacks are less than. So they formed the Ku Klux Klan saying, Republicans, y'all don't come in here thinking y'all are going to just come down in the South and stop us from having these black slaves. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Don't let anybody insult your intelligence. Mass incarceration of blacks. How? Who? Democrat legislation. It is. It is. I can't tell you how many conversations I've been in that people are saying, well, the Republicans, they just hate black people. Look at all the people they have locked up. Look at all. And I said, how are you getting this information? Mass incarceration, systemic racism, policies that goes against blacks, keeps them in jail longer. I asked one simple question. Can you tell me the ink, the signature of the people with these laws that you're talking about? Well, there's Bill Clinton, and Bill Clinton is not a Republican, y'all. He's a Democrat. Vice President Joe Biden signing these promoting these laws that keep black people incarcerated. Seriously, it is common knowledge. And the only way the darkness is getting away with this is because they are, one, shunning the light by ostracizing and shaming. And two, the light is not speaking up. You've got to speak up against this stuff. Now, I don't care if you're a Republican, and I don't care if you're a Democrat, but I do care that somebody is trying to hoodwink and bait and switch and make something to be which it is not. Peaceful protesters. That is, listen, the news media right now are showing videos of burnings, buildings burning in Portland, in Minnesota, in Wisconsin, and they are saying it's largely peaceful. The only way somebody can believe that nonsense is to deny the facts of reality, and that is called intellectual suicide. Knowing, seeing, and perceiving with your mental faculties, yet saying it is something else. And I'm not going to stand for it. I don't care if you vote Republican. I don't care if you vote Democrat. I don't care if you vote Libertarian. But you are not going to tell me that from history, the Democrat Party is not the party of slavery. You're not going to tell me from history. Well, let me tell you one more thing. Somebody was saying in a conversation, well, yeah, the KKK was started with the Democrats, but after the 50s, it became a Republican thing. I said, show me how, when, who? I said, tell you what, I will go with your premise. If you can show me one Republican member of Congress that is KKK from the 50s forward to 2020. Crickets. Why is it crickets? Because there's not a single one. In fact, any member of Congress from the 50s all the way to now that was official member of the KKK, Democrat. Come on, people. Stop letting people insult your intelligence. And if they want to deny the facts of reality and get into an argument and call you names, that is their own problem. But you don't let anybody change the history that you know. So isn't it weird? Isn't it interesting? Isn't it coincidental that the Democrat Party are the ones that are wanting majority to, by force, tear down these statues of Confederates that represented the slavery? It is a part of our history. It is a part of the American history. But they want to tear it down. Then they also want to rewrite the history books. I wonder why. Simple. Stop a generation from knowing truth. Let me show you one more thing. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. DNC is founded on slavery. Truth. Antifa, Democrat. None of them are voting for Republican. KKK, Democrat. Prove it wrong. I don't care how they rename this right wing. The truth is Democrat. Black Lives Matter. Name one member of the Black Lives Matter organization that is going to vote for Republican in this election. All right, here's the other thing. The DNC is so sharp, they can keep the Ku Klux Klan and Black Lives Matter in the same party, killing each other. And none of them are aware that the foundation of all they stand for comes out of the slavery. What would happen if people in the Black Lives Matter movement woke up one day and said, wait a minute, We've been fighting on the wrong side of this issue for the longest time. Okay, yeah, there's some racism. Yeah, there's some injustice. But wait a minute. All of these policies were done by Democrats. Would you imagine what would happen to the Democrat Party? It would be eviscerated. The Democrat Party needs the black vote. They need it. So in order to do that, they keep them ignorant, just like slavery. The wrongest thing those slave people masters did was allowing the blacks to learn to read. Once blacks learned to read, that was it. Guess what? Now we're going back to keeping them ignorant, keeping black people ignorant. And I'm not going to stand for it. Vote how you please. Vote your heart. Vote your conscience. But don't lie. Don't lie. Don't deny your own facts of reality. Don't deny your own mental faculty to think. And don't let anybody hoodwink you, and don't let anybody insult your intelligence. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Light, you need to stand up. Light, you need to shine, because darkness prevails when light stops shining. They can call you every name in the book, but they cannot deny the facts. They can tear down every statue, but they cannot deny the facts. And I'm not going to let it go without speaking truth into this situation. Anyway, comment below. Does this make any sense? Am I wrong? Did I miss something? Somebody was saying this great switch happened in the 50s and 60s. They tried to give me one quote from one person and said that was for the whole Republican Party. And I was like, that's ridiculous. And in fact, that's still but one little quote. Literally doesn't mean anything compared to a whole entire party being founded on slavery and still has 85% of the black vote. Seriously, people. Come on. I'm not standing for it. Anyway, I hope you like this video. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. There's links in the description below of things of ways you can support this channel. And listen, I'll see you on the next one. Light, you need to speak up, because darkness is trying to bait and switch everyone. And we're not going to stand for it. Take care, guys.